Hey everybody, how's it going? Today's video, I've been waiting for some parts for about a week, and actually they came super fast. Today's video, let's put a pipe or a slip-on muffler on my Kawasaki Concours 1400. I love when bike parts come, so let's get to it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now don't touch it. And if you're going to work on bikes, get yourself a bike lift. This is a portable one. I used to have a table that clipped on. I don't know what happened to it. It's been years and years and years. I just pulled it out today. It's a little dusty and dirty, but I bought this thing a long time ago. Used to use it a lot. Little sketchy with this bike on here, but that's a friction lock. Basically, the tire is holding pressure on this and it's squeezing it into there. Now, it shouldn't fall off, friends, but like anything in life, just be careful. I put these two on here. Now, if I'm going to put this bike on here regularly, I'm going to make longer outriggers so that I can get a little more distance between them, but this holds it forward into there and it shouldn't be able to fall off. Again, I'm just going to be careful. Okay, let's have a listen to the stock, this thing here, friends. Look at this thing. It's massive. This pipe weighs like, I don't even know. I think it's like 35 pounds. And the bike sounds okay when you're riding it. Lots of induction sound, little bit of exhaust note, but not much. I like noise, so that's just me. If you like a quiet bike, disregard this whole video. But I like noise. I like people can hear me, and I like the sound of a high horsepower 4-cylinder motor. Let's start taking this thing apart and start working on it. And let's hear this thing stock. Yes, I warmed this thing up because I know somebody will say something. Look, she's got 2 bars. Okay, this is a manual lift. I always wanted to make this air over hydraulic, but like I've said, I quit riding a while ago, so it's just cool to still have all this stuff. I considered selling it, etc. I'm going to lift this thing slowly. I'm going to take the ramp off the back. Now, when I get this thing up, I may consider moving these straps because they kind of scare me. This is a big, heavy motorcycle. Basically, the back end locks and the front slides backwards. That's how this works. If I was going to get serious again and I was working on this bike all the time, I'd probably consider one that I can just ride onto. This is a portable one. You lean it up against the wall. I originally got this when I lived in the city because I had a single car shop and I needed all the space I could get. Let's pull the latch. That basically just locks this into place. I'll probably go to the second clickety-clack. Let's put you guys up here. Okay, and for ease of working, take the bags off. Love the bags on this thing. Oops, if I just knew how to operate them properly. Just like that, off comes the bag. Okay, look at the size of this thing. It's like 30 inches long. It's massive. It's kind of hideous. I'll pull out the pipe that we're going to be replacing it with. Okay, we're going to be replacing it with this Delkevic 18-inch stainless steel muffler. I'll talk about why I picked this as we're taking it apart. So you guys want to hear this thing. I sure do. Okay, I'm just going to start by loosening this exhaust. Looks like that's a 14 mil there. Oh, that's nice. That came off real easy. Now I'm just going to leave this bolt in there, but loose, more or less. And then there's another one under here. Okay, and there's another one, you can't really see it. There's a bolt here. And I'm going to try and get at it with this ratchet. I'll need an extension. Where is that? Right here. Now, I'm not sure if there's a nut on the back of this or what the deal is with it. I'll try and give this a little spinneroony if I can get my socket on it. There we go. Okay, it looks like there's something on the back of there. Oh yeah, way on the back. That's quite the mounting bolt. The back half of this is like 3 inches behind where the face of this is. So, I guess being late to the game on these concourses, they don't even make these anymore, which I'm kind of shocked about, but I kind of look around and I think the sport touring thing's kind of, well, it doesn't look like it's a big thing anymore. It used to be when I used to ride, sport touring bikes were the bee's knees. I mean, these bikes are just, they're so handy. Oh, my brake pedal's in the way. There we go. And these used to be a big deal back in the day. Well, I notice now it's not really as many people riding them. There's one more right here that goes on the clamp that holds it all together. Here, I'll try and move this out of the way for you guys. There you go. I guess I've noticed adventure bikes have taken over. You know, the off-road dirt bikey type bikes. My buddy Fab Willie has one of those big 700cc Husqvarnas. This clamp, this clamp looks like it may have gone south. That's a 12 millimeter. Give me a second here. Yeah, my buddy Fab Willie has an adventure type bike. That's not a 12, friends. Okay, 12 millimeter. There we go. Yes, I'm using an impact on a motorcycle. But really, that was the only way to get this off. Okay, that's loose now. Yeah, my buddy Fab Willie has an adventure style bike. And he really likes it. He does a lot of back roads riding, gravel. Kind of like what I do here. I could see me riding one of those. But my problem is with those, they're not as good at pounding off highway. They're not as good on the front roads. And they usually don't have the fuel capacity or stuff like that. So, but it seems that those have taken over. So let's pull this pipe off. I'll chat with you guys while I'm taking this off. So I'm kind of late to the game with these concourses. They don't make them anymore. I'm going to gently pull this off. Kawasaki made these from 2008 to 2021, 22. Wow. Friends, this thing is like 40 pounds of heavy, maybe more. Wow, is this thing heavy. And, whew. But anyways, I'm going to put this, I got this big box full of packing over here. I'll throw it in there for now. But yeah, Kawasaki made these bikes for a long time. At one point, these things were all the rage. Guys were customizing them, and the aftermarket really got on the exhaust kick with these. And at one point, there was a lot of different pipes for this. Well, now, you see pictures of them. A lot of the pipes for this are no longer made, or they're on back order, or they're out of stock. So, really, what I could see, there's only a couple of pipes for this now. Two Brothers and Delkevic, however you want to say it. Now, what a guy can do with one of these, you can put a ZX14, the race bike, the big fire-breathing ZX14 that this motor originally came out of. Now, it's not the same motor, different power and valve train and stuff like that, but you can put a full ZX14 exhaust on this. The problem with that is you lose the center stand. Well, I like a bike with a center stand. Why? Well, if you're parking in gravel, you put it on the center stand and your bike will probably be there when you get back. If you get a flat tire, guess what? It's way easier to plug a flat tire and fix a flat tire on a back road if you have a center stand, oil changes, etc., etc. So I kind of like having the center stand. So I picked just a stock Delkevic can, Delkevic. I just bought a can from them, and then I bought a generic mid pipe from another company because there's not Delkevic. Delkevic doesn't seem to have a retailer in Canada, so I can't just go to Delkevic in Canada and get a pipe. And ordering from the States is kind of expensive. So I originally wanted Two Brothers. Two Brothers pipes for this are like, I think a Two Brothers pipe was somewhere around about 1,000 Canadian dollars for a slip-on. Yoshimura used to have, but I couldn't find them. Oh, also, Akrapovic makes a can for this for $1,600. I just can't do it, friends. This Delkevic setup I'm gonna be into this for about right around $500 with everything. So I hear they sound good, and we'll see. I wonder what this thing sounds like with no exhaust on it. Well, we're here. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to hear it. Let's check this out. Plug your ears, boys and girls. That makes me happy. I know, I'm a 7-year-old. Well, that's what my wife says, but it's true. That was fun. Woo! Okay, let's get this pipe fitted up. Okay, I got some high temp silicone on here. Put the spring on. Now, this was on the top, but I'm going to have to put this on the bottom. Well, I guess we can put that on the top, can't we? Okay. I guess I should put my center stand down there. Okay. Now, I'm hoping this clamps down nice. It's kind of wiggly on here. We'll see what it does. You can always use the stock clamp if this one's insufficient. Now remember, this is not a Delkevic mid-pipe. This is just what I found. And yes, I could have went to Delkevic and gotten a mid-pipe. They do sell them separately. But like I said, it's kind of, unless I want to pay a bunch of duty and stuff, I just don't want to. I didn't want to order through the channels that are available. So to each their own, right? We all live in different countries, it seems, and everybody has their own shipping issues, especially in Australia. Howdy to the Australians. You guys seem like you have the worst shipping. And I say that out of love. I hear it from you guys a lot, how hard it is to get supplies where you are. And I definitely feel for you. Okay, I'm putting the clamp with the clamping surface on the top. And hopefully this is going to get tight. There we go. Yeah, it's getting nice and tight. No issues there. Well, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And if we have to fidget with it at all, because again, I'm not exactly sure where this pipe's going to be. It might be a little close right now, but we'll see. Let's go and get the muffler. Probably going to put some gloves on for the muffler. Okay, here's the muffler. This is going to take some finagling. I like that word, finagling. Okay, slide it on. Now, I do have some silicone on here. It came actually with the muffler. They recommend putting it on the joints, so I'm going to do that. Okay, that's how far it slides on. Now, I'm just going to leave this for a couple seconds and clean my finger off. See if the clamp works, or are we going to need to make a bracket from here to here? We may have to. I don't know. I almost have to put the bag back on to see how high up we can go. Okay, I've loosely put the pipe on there. We'll have to wipe off all this stuff. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, I just want to drop the bag back on here and see. Because, again, I don't know. I don't know if this bag's going to touch. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to make some kind of a hanger bracket. Just give me a few minutes here, friends. I think I got to maybe twist this so that the end goes out. But yeah, I may need to make a bracket there. Yeah, give me a few minutes. Okay, so what I did here, I rigged up a simple bracket out of a piece of aluminum, and that'll lower it enough. I don't want it too high, and what I'm finding with this mid pipe, if I put it too high, I'm having trouble with the kickstand and that. So just one of those things. Being a two-piece pipe, maybe not the best design, but I might actually, well, we'll see. I'm going to run it the way it is, friends. If this pipe tends to move around, I'll weld a bracket to here and put it back to the original spot where there's a bracket on the stock pipe. And or I can get some stainless rod and I can mark where I want this to go, and I can actually just weld the back side of it where you can't see, and then it'll be a one-piece pipe. Okay, I'm going to rig this all up, get some bolts and washers and Loctite and make this happen. There she is, fully installed. Notice I made the bracket so this is exactly in line with the bottom of the bag. And made this bracket out of aluminum. I think I'm going to change this one fastener. It doesn't really match the bike. It's a little too small. And one note, these two-piece head pipes, I mocked this whole thing up, friends. This actually took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I mocked this whole thing up, and it was floppy. This can was actually going to hit the swing arm once in a while, which I couldn't have. So what I actually did, I took the whole system off. I marked it with a felt marker, put it on my bench, and I just, I put a couple of tack welds on the back side of the pipe where you can't see it. And now it's rock solid. What was happening is when I was putting the center stand up, it was actually hitting the bracket. It was rotating the whole assembly, and the can was actually tilting towards the swing arm. Now, the way it is, if I look from the back here, there's about a 1/4 inch, half an inch of space here. When I take the preload off the bike, there's no chance of it hitting, and this thing's rock solid. So cheap, easy, and definitely adds looks to my bike, and I'm really happy with it. This thing came with just a whole bunch of decals, so I put one down there. It matches the color of the bike, kind of goes with it. And one more quick little look. This has a DB insert, or DB killer. This doohickey right here, it bolts in through the tip. It's looks like that. Too quiet like that, I don't know. I want noise, but if you live in a region where the cops are hard on bikes with noisy pipes, or you just want a little show and a little less noise, well, put this back in. I'm going to run her without the DB killer in. Let's fire this thing up and call this a project. Got a nice lumpy idle. A lot of people don't know about these, but this is a serious bike. Big motor, lots of power, great chassis. I really like this bike. I'm 100% happy with it. Well, that was fun. Little evening in the shop. And this bike's pretty much done. What have I done to it since I got it? Well, moved the phone mount around. I have a phone mount on the handlebars. Sargent touring seat right there behind me. New set of Dunlop Road Smart 4s and Delkevic can. Other than that, this thing's ready to rock and roll, ready to pound miles and hit twisty back roads. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Later.